Tonight we report on a 28-year prison sentence for a Soap Lake man, and the Moses Lake Public Library celebrates its 50th anniversary. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake boys soccer moves to 4-0 on the season, and Ephrata drops a twin bill to Prosser at home. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. Unsettled weather impacts much of the region, and there is a warming trend in the forecast. All the details in a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A Soap Lake man is serving more than 28 years in prison after he held a 17-year-old boy at knife point and raped him. Jeffrey McFadden, a 59-year-old man, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to unlawful possession of a firearm in the first degree, distribution of marijuana to a minor, and intimidating a witness. The attorneys agreed to an exceptional sentence for McFadden, which led to consecutive sentences for each crime. Chief Deputy Prosecutor Alan White stated prosecutor's office sought the exceptional sentence because of McFadden's previous convictions for robbery and rape. McFadden approached the victim when the boy was looking for a friend. McFadden approached the boy and told him he knew where the victim's friend was. McFadden took out a knife, put his hand over the victim's mouth, and forced him into an apartment. McFadden raped the boy in the apartment. Friday night was the annual Grant County Lincoln Day Dinner in Moses Lake. The event is the largest fundraiser for the Grant County GOP. Reporter Joe Utter has the details.
Friday night was filled with food, music, auctions, and entertainment at the annual Grant County Lincoln Day Dinner put on by the Grant County GOP. Freshman Representative Tom Dent and Senator Junie Warnick were on hand, along with renowned motivational speaker Chris Widener, who said he still has hope for the Republican Party and the future of the country.
I believe that the future is bright for us if we choose. I still believe that America is the land of opportunity. I believe that we've had some setbacks, but I believe that Americans are resilient.
Dent and Warnick made the trip back from Olympia to join more than 100 community members for the dinner and auction. Warnick, who's in the supermajority in the state Senate, said the key in future elections could be getting voters on the west side of the state to vote Republican.
We need to help those folks on the west side to elect more Republicans. Who knows, after the news of the last couple days, we might even have a race for state auditor coming up real quickly.
Funds raised during the event, including a live and silent auction, go to support the Grant County Republican Party. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
People may be able to drive ATVs, UTVs, and golf carts on most Soap Lake streets. The Soap Lake City Council unanimously voted to have City Attorney Catherine Kennison write an ordinance allowing the vehicles on city streets. The ordinance would be modeled after a similar ordinance approved by the Ephrata City Council. The council members agreed to allow legally equipped all-terrain vehicles and golf carts to use city streets. State law doesn't allow the vehicle to be driven on state highways. It does allow the vehicles to cross the highways. The city council members want to limit the places where people can cross the highway to the intersections with Main Avenue and 2nd Avenue Northeast. The council doesn't want alternative vehicles on Soap Lake's beaches. Grant County Sheriff's Office Chaplain Dennis Fountain is delivering the opening prayer to the U.S. House of Representatives. Fountain was invited by Representative Dan Newhouse to travel to Washington, D.C. on Tuesday after Newhouse learned the normal House chaplain would be on vacation when the session opens. Fountain has served as a volunteer chaplain with the Sheriff's Office since 2011 and responds to critical incidents for the Sheriff's Office, offering counsel to victims of crimes. Sheriff Tom Jones stated he is proud of Fountain. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after this.